Hi, good day. My name is Aliong and I'm here to show you how to promote Server 2008 to a domain server, as well as a quick overview of the connection of three virtual machines through Server 2008 and how it is connected through its network. As you can see, we have Oracle VM open here, and you can see all three servers are running, server as well as the virtual machines. Windows Vista, Windows XP and Windows 7 are up and running. We'll minimize this. Now in Server 2008, as in Server 2008, you can see that the configurations are still in place pertaining to the previous videos, where the local area network connection are 192.186.0.1, and they are all joined in a work group under ASL Server 2008. Here I will show you the connections of all the two networks that are connected, which is Windows XP, Windows XP 7 and Server. And as I refresh the page, you can see Windows Vista Server. You'll see the connections of the networks. As for Windows 7, you can see the server, Windows XP and Windows 7 in this network. As well in XP, you can see all three of the network servers are connected. Now here we go on to configuring the promotion of the. Now this part of it is the actual installation of the Active Directories, so we can go ahead and promote the Server 2008 into a domain server. Here where you press start, type in DC promo in the run section and press enter. The Active Directories should initialize and start up. Here you can see it's checking to see if any of the binary Active Domain Directories are installed, which they are not at this point in time. As soon as it's finished, we can actually move ahead and start installing the directories. Now you can see that this has brought you to the Active Directory installation wizard, and now you just go ahead and press next. Each page, or tab I should say, gives you information that you should read through to get a good idea of what the installation is based on. Now we click next. We are already going to create a new domain name, or a new domain for us, I should say. You click on that, press next to continue the installation of the Active Directory. Now in this one, you just have to create a domain name for the Active Directory, and I will just use ASL.com. Then we go continue and go next. And you start its installation process. In this tab, you can see that it asks pertaining to the set of forest functional level. For this one, we will be using Server 2008. Then we click on to Windows Server 2008. Then click Next. We enable the DSN server. It's already selected, so we just click Next again. Yes, to continue, as no DNS server was created on it. Now the location of the database and service installation, you just simply click Next because these are standard default file folders and database, so we'll continue with those, and we click Next. We would put in our password. Okay, we have installed our passwords. Now we press click Next to go on to the next tab. Here you shall see the configuration, which is a summary of all the information we have just entered. Now we press Next to start the installation. Now you see the actual installation process has started, and next we will show, at the end of this installation, we shall see the server being restarted. Okay, the Server 2008 has restarted, and now we have to connect the two other VMs, which is Windows 7 and Windows XP. I've already taken the liberty of opening up the system properties so that we can change the name, and initialize it as a domain controller. You just press change, and as it's in the workgroup, we'll be changing it to the domain name now. You click on the domain tab, and you actually as you can see, the Windows Server 2008 shows our my domain name as well as alongside the administrator. Now we just have to type in the password and have it installed, set up. In the meantime, you can go along to the other client, which is either Windows Vista or Windows XP. Here I have XP, and I've already opened up the workgroup area so that we could just easily change to a domain controller while the Server 2008 loads up. Here where you see to rename the computer or join a domain, click change. We have clicked the change button. As well as you can see, the computer's name tab has opened up, and we just simply change to members domain. You simply type in asl.com. Then go to press and click OK. Then it's asking for a password as an administrator, which you will enter. Here in this tab, it will ask you to enter your administration name and the password. You click OK. then press OK again. As you can see, it's after entering your the username and password, it will gives you the OK to press welcome to ASL.com domain, and you simply press OK and continue on. It's asking me to restart the computer, which I will do. You allow the system to restart itself, and from there it will be able to enter into the ASL.com domain name. And it's asking to restart right now. As well, I have already set up Windows 7, so we are going to activate that as well as a Doname controller client as well. Enter the same ASL.com. Press OK. You can see it's looking for the credentials. Now it's asking for the username and password, which should be the same thing as administrator. We press OK and wait for it to load up. Restart and load. Now it's asking to restart, so we will let it restart and wait for it to reload. As you can see in the Windows XP, it's asking for my administrator's password. You enter that and you shall see it. As you can see, the Windows XP has now joined the domain of ASL, and we can have it log in for itself. Now we are going to check and see that everything is set up correctly in Windows XP as well in Windows 7. For XP, we click Start Computers. Now as you see, we have already joined the domain. As you can see, the clients, both Windows Vista and Windows XP and Windows 7 rebooted. Now we are going to check Windows Server 2008, and you could see where the domain has changed from workgroup to ASL, and the full name is the same thing as the server, ASL Server 2008. Now we are going to check and see if everything is okay, and now we are going to check to make sure both clients are visible on Windows Server. So we go to Start to Network. As you can see that two of the networks have been joined, so we are going to check and see what is the problem. So for Windows XP, we go into Start, My Network Places, then we go into You can see the tab opened up and it still shows only two of the clients, one of the clients on the public server, so we have to go check the network connections. See, we are in my network places. We can only see only two of the servers connected on this domain. Now we just press entire network, double click on Microsoft Network, you will see the ASL domain, and when you double click on that, you shall see all three networks connected on the system, as well as on server 2008. Thank you for watching this video.